Malawi Today.
Mukumbukira kuti takhala tikukamba nkhani yokhuzana ndi Mayi Ansah kuti kodi chikuta kwenikweni nchiyani. Lero mnyumba ya malamulo phungu wa dera la Dedza Katsina anayima mnyumbayi ndi kunena kuti kodi kwenikweni chikuchitika nchiyani. Tikuona kuti nduna zimakumana ndipo amene anatsogolera kabineti imeneyi ndi olemekezeka Enoch Chihana amene ali second vice president. Kumachita kuti Mayi Ansah ali bwinobwino komanso ali mu mzinda wa Lilongwe. Kodi kwenikweni chikuchitika nchiyani? Funso limeneli analipereka kwa nduna ya zachilungamo koma linautsa mapiri pachigwa, linautsa mpungwepungwe ndi phokoso mnyumbayi. Taonelani mmene zinalili atafunsa funso limeneli.
Already written under Standing Order 14, which was also directing to the same Minister of Justice. It's a matter of constitution, Right Honorable Speaker, because the news is all over that the cabinet was meeting today chaired by the second vice president. When you have a first vice president in this country who is very capacitated, the president is in Blantyre. So I wanted to ask him, it's a matter of constitution. So I want to have an undertaking from the minister, the leader of the house, as to, if I submit my question under Standing Order 14, why the first vice president, which in this country are elected concurrently with the vice president, with the state president.
Honorable member, I will look at, let me have order. Honorable member, please take your seat. Please take your seat. Honorable member, you know the procedure. If you have written, then send it to the relevant offices and it will be looked into. As for the other one that you mentioned, I'll ask the secretary to check. Otherwise, the issue that you are raising now, it's an in-house government issue. Government is a machinery. It knows what it's doing, and we just have to work with what government is doing. I think let me leave it there, but if you're not happy, you can come in with a supplementary after the minister responds, if there's a chance that I'll see you, or you can bring it through the right procedure. Thank you, Honorable. You may take a seat. Honourable members, let's now go to question 187. 187, coming from Vumbwe Masenjere. Vumbwe Masenjere? Yes. Deputy Leader, I'm not calling out Vumbwe Masenjere on that question because he is out doing parliament work. So let's keep it in there. Please give us guidance on which questions to tackle now. Yes, Whip.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker. I rise on a point of procedure to guide that the House should now proceed to consider questions under Ministry of Information. I thank you, Right Honorable Speaker.
Minister of Information, you said? You said Minister of Information, right? Okay. Honourable members, we now move to questions to Ministry of Information and Communications Technology. Question 113, coming from the people of Baraka Rivirivi. Whips, I think we should be checking if the owners of the questions are in the house before we... He was, but he's not. Yes, he was, but he's not. Yes, Whip.
Right, Honorable Speaker, will proceed to respond to questions appearing under Ministry of Education, Science and Technology. I thank you.
Members, honorable members, we now go to questions under Ministry of Education, Science and Technology, starting with question 207, coming from the people of Dowa Mpuzu. Dowa Mpuzu, please confirm. Honorable, Deputy Leader, I'm also not calling this one because we know Mpuzu is still mourning the death of his mom. So I'll leave the question there. Let's go to 224. Question 224, coming from Blanta Site Chichiri Misesa. Yo. Blanta Site Chichiri Misesa, not in the house. Let's go to question 225. Question 225 coming from Dezaboma. You have the floor.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker, for recognizing the people of the Zaboma constituency. I rise to confirm that question 225 indeed is coming from the people of the Zaboma constituency. I confirm.
Thank you very much, Honorable. Honorable Minister of Education, Science and Technology.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker, sir. And through you, let me thank the honorable member for Dezaboma for his question in which he is asking the ministry to build a new modern school block and a fence surrounding Mayi Secondary School to improve learning environment and prevent land encroachment. Mr. Speaker, sir, let me thank the honorable member for this question. Let me advise the honorable member that his question is quite legitimate and that the ministry will work with Dedza District Council to ensure that this long-standing school, which has produced many graduates in Malawi and many people that have contributed to Malawi's education, can be improved. The second strand of his question is to ask the ministry to build a modern CDSS, replacing the old dilapidated Chisu CDSS, which was built during the time of Welensky. Mr. Speaker, sir, the Ministry of Education is aware of the need for construction of new secondary school and the need to upgrade facilities in many community secondary schools, including Chisu. The school first started as Malawi Correspondence College in 1982 in the premises that used to be Wenera offices. So it's not the time of Welensky. I think it must have been the time of His Excellency Dr. Hastings Kapuz Banda. Most of infrastructure currently being used was indeed constructed during the colonial era and was not meant for the purpose of a school. However, the school has grown and currently has an enrollment of 776 learners, of which 381 are girls. Mr. Speaker, sir, allow me to inform the August House that in Chisu Secondary School has the following infrastructure: an old administration block, head teacher's office, deputy head teacher's office, computer laboratory, which of course is in poor condition. We have 6 good classrooms, 1 constructed by MASAF project. I wish to assure the honorable member that my ministry will upgrade all the infrastructure at Chisu Community Day Secondary School in collaboration with the Desert District Council, considering that quite a substantial amount of money is available within the CDF. I thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir.
Thank you, Honorable Minister of Education. We start with Blantyre Central. You have the floor.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker, sir. I just want to let you know that I didn't request to ask the supplementary question to the Minister of Education. The time I asked for an audience was during when the Minister of Sports and Culture was asking. I don't know why the system was not clearing on the queue. Thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir.
Thank you very much, Blantyre Central, for that. Maybe you didn't switch off the mic, or maybe it's the system. Let's go to Mangochi North.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker, sir, for recognizing people of Mangochi North constituency to contribute and ask a supplementary question to Honorable Minister of Education. Let me first bring to attention to Honorable Minister of Education that in Mangochi North we have the school which namely Namitukuta Primary School. This school was at first in a boundary of Malawi and Mozambique, but after the demarcation of bordering Malawi and Mozambique, now they lost the premises, the school blocks, of which currently they are learning under the trees, all classes from standard 1 up to standard 8. So we would like to ask the Honorable Minister of Agriculture, Honorable Minister of Education to construct a primary school at Namitukuta Primary. We know that we have CDF. Honorable Minister of Education, the pressing issues, the pressing problems we have in Mangochi North, the CDF only is not sufficient. So we ask the ministry to intervene so that they can construct a primary school at Namitukuta Primary School. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mangochi North. Mangochi West.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker, for this chance to the people of Mangochi West to ask a supplementary question to the Honorable Minister of Education. And through you, Right Honorable Speaker, I would like to ask the Honorable Minister as to what factors are being considered for an area to benefit a community day secondary school. I'm asking this having in mind the area like Chantulo and Funwe in my constituency, where our sisters and brothers do travel a distance of over 10 kilometers to access secondary education. Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker, sir.
Thank you, Mangochi West. Nchisi North, you have the floor.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker, sir, for allowing people of Nchisi North to ask a supplementary question. Mr. Speaker, sir, through your office, I would like to ask the ministry to consider constructing the brick fence at Masokore CDSS, as well as to consider constructing the Masokore girls hostels, having in mind that people surrounding this CDSS, they walk long distance to access the education services. And we are also having a problem. This school, it was constructed along the tar road. So because that tar road is always busy, it also affects the school activities. Thank you.
Thank you, Chisino. Honorable Minister of Education. Press your mic, Honorable. Yes, you have the floor.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker, sir. Let me respond to the question from the honorable member from Mangochi North, who has asked the question what we will do about the school that Malawi government built but found itself after the boundary demarcation with Mozambique, within Mozambique territory, which has resulted in the children from that school learning under shelters on the Malawi side. I wish to assure the honorable member once again, because he has asked me this question privately, but I'm sure he would like the people of Mangochi North to hear my response in the House. I want to assure the honorable member that we will work with him to ensure that these children have a school immediately, as soon as funds become available. I'm mindful of the strain on CDF in the various constituencies, but remember, honorable member, that the CDF comes from vote number 1, from which the Ministry of Education also draws its resources. So the challenges you face are also the challenges that we face in the Ministry of Education, Science and Technology, but I would like to assure you that if we work collaboratively, we will find a solution for this situation in your constituency. Mr. Speaker, let me take this opportunity, because we are dealing with a primary school, to address a question that was raised to me by the Member of Parliament for for Blantyre North, about children in primary school wearing trousers. Mr. Speaker, sir, the answer is yes. Children in primary school can wear trousers that are in the uniform colors. Now, going to Mangochi West, the policy of the government is that our children in secondary school should not walk more than 5 kilometers to go to a community day secondary school. you have indicated that children in your constituency walk over 10 kilometers around Chantulo, which is unacceptable. Chantulo is a very developed trading center, and I would think that in consultation with the community in your constituency, let us identify a place where a school can be established in order for the children to have easy access to education. In Chisi North, I would like to take the opportunity of your question, Honorable Member, to request that when we are building our schools, let us do our best to try as much as possible to put them at a safe distance from the main road. Sometimes putting the schools too close to the main road puts the children in the peril of accidents of motor vehicles. Let me therefore assure the Honourable Member that we will investigate the need for a fence and other infrastructure at his school, and we shall support the Honourable Member in a collaboration with the District Council in Nchisi. I thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir.
Thank you, Honorable Minister of Education. Members, we now go to question 226, coming from the people of Cholo Masambanjati. Cholo Masambanjati, are you in the house? Cholo Masambanjati is not in the house. We move to question 227, coming from Zuzu City, Southeast. Zuzu City, Southeast. You have the floor.
All right, thank you, Right Honorable Speaker, sir. I'm here to confirm the question 227 is indeed coming from people of Mzuzu City Southeast in the area of Kantete, Kaboko, through GVH Gowamo, Kaula, Wagaluka, Kambulumbulu, Kafekula, Chapahola, Veruveru. I confirm, Right Honorable Speaker, sir. Thank you.
And Kambulumbulu. Thank you. Minister of Education.
Thank you very much, Right Honorable Speaker, for the opportunity to respond to the question from the Honorable Member for Mzuzu City Southeast, who is asking the Ministry of Education, Science and Technology whether government will consider constructing a boarding school at Kantete and Kaboko in Mzuzu City Southeast constituency to save learners from group village Maidman Goamo, Kanchiwazi, and Kambulumbulu. Mr. Speaker, sir, it is true that Mzuzu City Southeast constituency requires an additional secondary school to meet the increasing demand for secondary education arising from rapid urbanization and the growing number of learners completing primary school in Mzuzu City. The construction of the proposed school would also help decongest Katoto Secondary School, Masasa, and Msongwe Community Day Secondary Schools. However, at the present moment, the government is not in the policy to encourage the construction of boarding secondary schools in cities. Instead, the policy puts priority in the establishment of either a conventional city-day secondary school or a community-day secondary school. In this regard, the ministry recommends that it would be more practical to construct a community-day secondary school at Kantete or Kaboko. Let me therefore encourage the honorable member and the local leaders to identify land for the proposed school. The honorable member is further advised to lobby for funds in Mberwa Council to consider including the project in their development plan. I would like to assure the honorable member also that alongside their effort, my ministry will do its effort to identify funds for the construction of this school. I thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir.
Thank you, Minister of Education. Salima Central, what's gone out of order? You have the floor.
Thank you so much and good morning, Right Honorable Speaker.
Morning, it is.
Is it afternoon? Yes, thank you so much. I wanted to check if everybody is awake. But that's good afternoon, Honorable Speaker. That we are all awake and that I can ask this question, but it's a point of order. Speaker, I have noted with concern and seeking the comfort of leadership here that questions under 69 and 14 are not being given the attention needed. I submitted a question under Rule 69. It's staying there for a week, and I've also seen colleagues having also questions under 14. The question is, what's the essence of this code agency under these two rules if these questions cannot be attended to? And I was looking at time, it's now 1 hour after commencement of question to the honorable ministers for oral reply. Can those two please be considered if it pleases your leadership? Thank you so much, Speaker.
Thank you. Let me urge the leader and whip to look into that. We have some questions that are there. Standing Order 14 and 69. You will guide us as we finish the questions to all ministers. Honourable members, now take 3 supplementary questions. Starting with Mangochi Masongola. But before you, Honorable Mangochi Masongola, the owner of the question, Mzuzu City Southeast.
Honorable Speaker, sir, I just want to make a simple correction to Honorable Minister of Education, Science and Technology that Mzuzu City Southeast is under Mzuzu City Council, not Mberwa District Council. And I want to confirm to Honorable Minister of Education and Science Technology that the land to construct this secondary school is already been given by the villagers. So both sides, Kantete, Kaboko, at Kaboko we have almost close to 4 hectares that chiefs has already given us. And Kaboko, Kantete, almost 2.2 hectares that chiefs have already offered. If this project will commence, then the minister should not worry about the land. I submit. Thank you.
Thank you for that clarification. I'm sure the minister has taken note. Mangochi Masongola, you have the floor.
Thank you so much, Right Honorable Speaker, for giving me an opportunity to ask a supplementary question to the Minister of Education.
Honorable Speaker, I would like to ask the Minister to consider constructing a secondary school around Muhammad Nkwanda area in Chande under Senior Chief Jalasi. This area, actually, the learners, the students, walk long distances to go to Chiponde or Namwera CTSS. If the Minister can consider, it means will help these are the children who are actually, residing from these areas to access education. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mangochi Masongola. We go now to the people of Salima North. You have the floor.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker, for recognizing the people of Salima North. The beginning, let me appreciate your effort and courage in responding to the questions, as well as let me thank the Honorable Minister of Education for his timely answers, as well as encouragement words when he's taking the questions. Mr. Speaker, from Salima North, we have got two issues. The first one is a consideration of junior primary schools in some distances which are far from other primary schools, of which some kids are not managing to travel. I'll give you example of two centers, Mr. Speaker. There is Kanije Trading Center, which is a distance from Jepa, as well as a distance from Liwadzi. It's also a far distance from Chinkuli Primary School. But also, Mr. Speaker, if we go down the lakeside, there is a Ntambo village. This village is far from the nearest schools, whereby it's also a highly populated area where kids find it difficult to get to the nearest primary schools. I would like to request the Minister if they can look into this and support us with junior primary schools, so that youngest people can be supported while the older ones can take those long distances for the meantime. Secondly, Mr. Speaker, following the government policy of abolishing fees in primary school, it has appeared that there are still more problems existing in the primary education industry due to the funds that are provided. The funds are little to cover some expenses. For instance, purchase of chalk and other supplies for institutions. I would like to ask the Minister if it is possible, when we'll be doing budgeting, to consider making sure that these primary schools, they are funded properly, so that these problems that they are meeting can be eliminated. I submit, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you, Salima North.